Goreses based on a complaint that was launched to our office by a community member and also one of the senior traditional leaders of the San-speaking people, Senior Councillor Sophia. That was about the cattle that were donated by the Namibia German Initiative, about 118 of them, that were allegedly branded the chief's brand mark. The community, or part of the community, or a small portion of the community, were not happy with that. They felt that they wanted their identity to be on the cattle. So we went to listen to the chief as to the rationale why these cattle were branded his brand. Our office was accompanied by the German Initiative delegation. We were also accompanied by the chairman of the regional council and some other councillors, the constituency councillor of Oshinene, and we were also accompanied by the police. What we find out, that the explanation that was given to us was these cattle are part of a revolving fund, a revolving project. They belong to the project, and for them to be transported, they needed a brand. And that brand, it was decided by the community of Goreses to be the brand of the traditional authority, basically the brand of Chief Goreses, that was branded on the cattle for identification purposes and also for issuing of the permit and also for safeguard against theft, because that's a communal area and cattle would be roaming all over Goreses and the rest of the Oshinene Reserve and perhaps also into Okonjatu, and they would not be traced very easily. We find out that the committee responsible for the safekeeping of the cattle explained this to the community thoroughly, although there was a section of the community that was still not very happy. After explanation of the rationale and after the German Initiative also satisfied themselves with the reason why the cattle were branded, we also found out that the cattle are having ear tags, and these ear tags have been allocated to the owners of the cattle. In other words, though the cattle are having the brand of the chief, they still have the ear tags and the owners can identify them, and these cattle are also in the possession of the owners and not in the possession of the chief. So the delegation was very, very happy and satisfied with the whole operation and the rationale behind branding the cattle. Also the complainant, Senior Councillor Sophia, was happy, as well as 2-3 other San-speaking people. At the end of the day, we put the record straight. The chief did not act at all wrong, neither did the committee that is responsible for the cattle.